You guys spot the fake Alpha SV here? Probably not from that distance, which is the same distance you're probably looking at one on eBay right now. But if you know what to look for, it's actually not that difficult. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to grab a few of these jackets, including the fake. We're going to bring them over here and we're going to take a look at them. So let's bring these over here on the table and we'll take a look at it and I'll show you. All right, so the first thing that you want to look for is the label. After all, that's why you're buying it, so you can walk around and look cool, isn't it? You're not buying this thing so you can go climbing in it now, are you? Might as well stick with the fake then. Let me show you what I mean. What I'm referring to is the inside of the label. Now look at how it's almost identical on this Alpha SV and this Alpha LT here. And they're different years. I forget the years. Then if we come over, they didn't do it on the Alpha FL, nor did they do that impression like that on this Beta LT, but they did bring it back on this Beta AR. And here's an older Beta AR that doesn't have that. And then this Leaf Alpha LT has the impression too. And this is a really old jacket, much older than the other ones. And then if we come over to the fake, so you can see on the fake, there's no impression there. It's just, it looks like it was patched on, like something like your mother does when you're a kid and she patches up your pants or something. Look at that. That's the real back of the label. That's the fake back of the label. It's night and day. The second thing, what you really want to look for, probably the most important thing on any of the hard shells, is the inside pocket, is to make sure they have this inside pocket, in particular with the label. All Arc'teryx hard shells, alphas, betas, thetas, some of the newer models, every single model I've ever seen, except for really, really old, they all have the emblem. So this is the Alpha LT, a jacket that's no longer made. You have the Alpha symbol and then the LT. A lot of times when sellers are trying to hide the jacket, they'll show you the top and they'll show you the back and all that, but you really can't tell from a picture whether that's real or not. But if it's got the inside pocket and it's got the label, I have not seen a fake yet with this much detail. The next thing that you really want to check out when you're trying to spot a fake is the seams. The seamsmanship on these jackets is phenomenal. In particular, there's a spot, just about all of them that I've seen have this little implant right here in the top left-hand corner, and how they kind of overhang the fabric here. The last thing, and probably the most important jacket to check out, is just the overall feel of the jacket. Let's not forget, fake or no fake, that these jackets are made to go up like mountains, like Mount Everest. If you think you're going to have a fake that feels like this, the construction, you could just tell that if you took this out by feeling this and you were just getting blasted with wind, this would just hold up to the wind, the elements. It's light. Okay, that's the whole thing with these jackets. Why they're so expensive is because of the performance. The reason why they're $700,000, $800,000 is because they're ultra light but can withstand a lot of punishment and protect you from the elements. The fake is just night and day. The fake, it's heavy. It doesn't flow. It should have a crisp. It should have a crisp. Whenever you get out in the winds, you should hear this when you're skiing. You should hear that crispiness. In the fake, you're not going to feel that. In the fake, let's go over the fake right here. The fake, it's heavy. It's night and day. The Gore-Tex grid pattern in the fake, it's dyed in. It's dyed in. You see so let me put this on. So the zipper's broken on it. It fits about the same, but you can see right here that the stitching is cheap stitching. It looks like something I sewed in like home economics class. You know, hey mom, I borrow your typewriter. It's got the inside, the left pocket here. You could tell that the zipper pull is a piece of junk. That's another thing about zippers too. Think about these jackets, about the conditions that you're going to use this jacket in. You're going to be in sub-zero temperatures. I was on Mount Washington. It was negative 40 degrees with the wind chill. My hands were numb. I could not move my fingers to open up my pack to get my warm gloves out. So zippers sometimes are made, but you need to get that zipper open. You don't want this thing popping out. Okay, that's why you're paying $800 for a jacket. So when you need to zip it to get your warm gloves or whatever you got in here, that zipper is not going to break. It's not going to tear off, because it could mean your life. If my partner Bill wasn't with me, I would have lost my hands to frostbite. A jacket should be able to, it's like a fortress. That's what this jacket is. The Alpha SV is a fortress. And if you grab a 10-year-old one like this one that's been up a lot of mountains, yeah, it's going to have its sprays and it's going to have things like that, but it's still 90% structurally there. Okay, the hem cord needs to be fixed and maybe it's got some stains on it, but you can still take this up Everest tomorrow. Does this jacket here, this fake one, feel like it's going to hold up? When I think about all the mountains I've climbed, all the waterfalls I've been up, all the abuse that this jacket's taken, and it's still going strong. The fake in my hand, it's like, ooh, I don't know if that thing's going to hold up. Yeah, looks good from the outside, but no. This is my favorite. This is my Alpha LT. They no longer make this model. This has got, I think this is really all you need. I mean, if you're, gives me plenty of protection. It's a lot lighter. It's 12.3 ounces as opposed to the SV, which is 16 ounces. And this has a lot of bang and a lot of protection for it. It's not as durable as the SV, but you know, for the savings in weight, and it's a little more breathable. Is mainly what you're using a hard shell for is wind and rain anyway, not so much warmth. You know, if you're going up that high, like, you know, it's really just wind. The SV is a great ice climbing jacket, because ice climbing, you tend to really pound yourself, you really tend to put a lot of abuse. I gotta wrap up. So I hope you guys liked this video and you got something. If you got any questions, send me some pics if you got any questions, and I'll answer them for you, because right now I don't have any subscribers, so you know I got lots of time on my hands, so reach out now. All right, take care guys, thanks.